Okay, we're on the west side of the garage over here by the condensing units, and we're looking at our main disconnect. And we've got a non-conductive cover on here. We're doing copper to copper. Our neutrals are labeled. We've got our second bond. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Our power is below grade. We've got a slip joint on the account for movement. Again, wonderful, wonderful. This is our meter. We've got 240 volts. We're doing 250 now, but we got 240 volts. We got 200 amps. That's what we've got. Now, here's a kind of an interesting thing that I want to go into, and you know, I really didn't. I can't remember if I mentioned this on the other inspection, but I'm here now, and I can't let it go. One, I can't find a bonding location for the electric, and that's usually the second ground. Oh, U for bond. There it is. It's labeled. Look at that. U for bond at 2-car garage, front of house. Gas bond is at the gas main, right front of the house. Okay, so we've got our gas bond, our main bond. Our bonding is labeled. We've got our yard. Okay, that's within 6 feet. Second bond. All right. I was going to get off on that. I was going to say, hey, man, this is further than 6 feet. But I stand corrected because we got our 2 bonds right here. But let's see what they're talking about. So if you come into the 2-car garage, which is a good way to label it. I usually just say larger west garage, you know. Why don't I just say 2-car, 1-car? That would be nice. So here we are. They misspelled it. But this is the Huber, and you can look in there, and that's your second bond. And 1 bond, yes, second bond, third ground, if you will. Okay, that's good. So we're coming on in here. My faith in mankind has been restored temporarily. Let me come in here and we test. This is the only way we have to test the GFCI AFCI. Some of the GFCIs we can test by operating them. The AFCIs we cannot. This is really, really sweet. That's the range, the oven, excuse me, and it's GFCI protected. Well, I haven't been seeing those very often. In fact, even the electric car hookup is GFCI protected, which I really appreciate. So there we go. We're just kind of flipping them around. You say we see it. Sure, we can find something wrong, bud. Oh, hang on. We'll find something wrong. I rest assured. One, we've got an open knockout. See these knockouts? They're not supposed to be open unless you're putting wires through them like that. So if this cabinet was to melt down, unfortunately, you know, I mean, probably won't. If it was to melt down, the flames could shoot up that right up into the wall, right through the house. What else you got, bud? Well, we're not supposed to have more than 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch gap between the cabinet lid and the wall, right there. See, this panel cover is supposed to fit on this part of the box. And when you got these big gaps like this, this is almost, no, it's still too large. So what happens if this box melts down, not only will fire shoot up in there, the fire will shoot around here and shoot out here. Start burning up all your stuff. Okay, so we got some gaps. Oh, bud, that's construction. Yeah, I know it's construction. I know. I'm telling you, they can do that right. If a 16-year-old kid can put a stereo in that car and it looks like it came from the factory, I know that a 24-year-old sheetrocker or a 35-year-old licensed electrician, I know these guys, I know that kid at Hawk Electronics has a lot more on his mind what he's going to do over the weekend than the 24-year-old drywaller or the 35-year-old electrician. You know, if a high school kid can do it, these guys can do it. So anyway, these boxes weren't installed like they're supposed to be. What else? See this writing right here? That's acceptable. I don't know for how long, but for the time being, it's acceptable. See this writing right here? It's not acceptable. Okay, that's handwriting. It's supposed to be printed. See where it says warning? Okay, see where it says danger? That's printing. Okay, I didn't make this up. I didn't wake up this morning and say, how can I piss off the builder? I didn't do that. That's not how I woke up this morning. I promise. Okay, but the National Electrical Code says that should be printed. The International Residential Code says that should be printed. And even more importantly, the panel manufacturer, Square D, says that should be printed. The box even came with little pre-printed stickers to put in there, so they wouldn't even, all they had to do is match the stickers up to the, I don't know where the stickers go off to, You know, except the electrician, if he's 35 years old, he's probably got a kid, he probably ended up on some kid's dresser in his bedroom. I don't know where the stickers go. But anyway, that is printing. Excuse me, that's handwriting, that's not printing. I think I forgot something here. Okay, let's keep going, bud. Let's keep on going. And this is the main shut off. And it's properly marked as the main. We got a protective cover, it's copper to copper. I think I mentioned this already. And it is labeled on the exterior as emergency disconnect. So